Doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And make sure my stuff is. Hold on, give me a second. La 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 la. Oh man. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, and namaste. Happy Monday. It is January 5th, I guess. How y'all doing? Hope everything is going well. I hope life is treating you good, and I hope that the year has started out amazing so far. I know a lot of people are already waiting for 2027 because this ain't it, 26 ain't it, because you done messed up already, I guess. Listen though, I'm not gonna stay long. I just realized something. I had an epiphany, but not an epiphany. I had a realization just now. You know, but before I get into it, let me make sure everybody's doing good. Let me make sure you all coming in. Let me make sure you all saying what's up. Let me make sure I say hello and my hellos and my hellos and my hellos and my hellos. How y'all doing? How y'all doing so far? Hey, Lady V, how you doing? Greetings. Hey, Rachel, how are you? It's good to see you guys. As usual, always good to see you guys, by the way. Always a blessing to be able to come on here and talk to my people. Even though sometimes I be not coming on here. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Hello. You know what I realized though? Why a lot of times we suffer over the relationships that we have a big part in messing up, and we don't realize now, and we don't do it consciously. We're not aware of what we are doing, because what we are doing comes naturally. What we are doing comes effortlessly, right? Hey, Raj, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey. All is well. Long time to see. Feeling focusing on the some granola. Okay. I hear you. Improve the diet. I'm doing the same too, by the way. I think for 2026, I want to eat a bit more healthy this year, especially as I get older. I'm 45 now, so I want to get into a better shape. Physically, a better physical shape. I mean, I ain't that bad, but you know, could always get better. But like I was saying, I realized, man, I'm gonna get straight to the point. There are always two people who are opposites. There are always two people who are opposites. And we say opposites attract, and we don't understand what we actually mean when we say opposites attract. In the beginning, when opposites attract, it's very fun. It's very enlightening, right? It's very exciting. But at a certain point, the same thing that you love about the opposites gets on your nerve. A lot of us, it happens to a lot of us. The same things that bring us together is the same thing that bring us apart. Opposites attract. However, it doesn't mean that opposite keeps you together. Because if opposites attract, you have to learn to be non-judgmental to make it last. Now, a lot of us, opposites attract, and that's facts. But a lot of us become judgy, because the same thing that you love about them when you first meet them, the same thing that brings that balance, the same things that was opposite from you, is the same thing that annoys you the most in their life. Every time they do it, they annoy you, because you think, damn, it's been 4 years, it's been 5 years. Now, here is what I realized. Hey, Trish, how you doing? Hey, Blue Eyes. Raylene, how you doing? Here is what I realized. You ever been in a relationship with someone who didn't hold up their part, and you don't understand how they lived before you? They wasn't holding up their part of the bargain. Have you ever been there before? Thank you, Trish, for the heart me. Have you ever been with somebody that was not holding up their part to the bargain, and you begin to do everything? Let me explain to you why this happens. When there are two people, one is always more focused on something, and the other person knows that you're going to do it. The other person knows. I'm on the phone, okay? I'm talking. The other person knows that you're going to take care of it. The other person knows if they don't do it, you're going to do it. The other person knows if you don't take care of that thing, you're going to do it. The other person knows If they're slacking, you're gonna do it. The other person knows that they can sleep all day and you're gonna do what it needs to be done. And it's not because they are lazy per se, which they can be, but it's because you have been the one who's doing everything and they got used to it. Have you ever been in a friendship or a relationship where you're the only one calling, you're the only one texting, you're the one who called first, you're the one who wakes them up, you're the one who texts first, you're the one. It's because they get used to what you are doing. And if they know for a fact if you don't call, they're gonna call. Now, here's the problem, right? Many of us will have these relationships. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Many of us will have these relationships. And you're gonna realize that same man or that same woman who was subpar, who was terrible in the relationship, will be good in the next relationship. Yeah, that same person. Thank you so much. Yeah, that same person who was so bad with you. What's up, John Blake? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm telling you, that same person who was terrible with you, because you're too, I'll do that. Thank you so much. That same person who was bad with you, who was lazy, who acted like they don't know what they was doing, when they get to the next relationship, they begin to do better. Hey, Cece, they begin to take care of their girlfriends or their boyfriends. They begin to do more because that person lean on them more. That person that person do less. There's one person who always do more. There is one person who always does more. Hey, Michelle, it's always. And sometimes that's you because you can't wait, because you have no patience, because when you want something, you want it now, because you're the one who's going to do it, because they know for a fact that you're going to do it, that they know for a fact that you're going to do it again, and they keep doing it. Hey, John Blake, how you doing, brother? Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is good. Thank you so much. Hey, Coffin, how you doing? Hey, Pris. And so it's not because the person that you are with is bad. You just got to step back a bit. You got to step back. Let people pull their own weight. This happens so often in relationship. And it happens without even trying. It happens effortlessly. Hey, Kimberly. And sometimes you might think your partner is terrible. They are toxic. They are lazy. They are not. They just know that you're going to do it. They know you're going to do it, so they don't have to. They know that you're going to do the dishes, so they don't. Because that's just what you always do. They know that you're going to cook, so they don't cook, because it's what you always do. They know that you're going to wash the clothes because it's what you always do. They know that you're going to do it because it's what you do. Sometimes you have to pull back. Sometimes somebody said you have to stop rowing the boat sometimes to show the other person that, hey, you're in this boat too. Sometimes you got to stop rowing the boat, especially when you realize you're the only one rowing, because they get tired. And when they know that they get tired, they know that you're going to take care of it. Listen, this is how we fail in relationship, because sometimes it's you too. You don't allow the other person to pull their own weight because you want to impress them. That's how you started out. That's the woman that you wanted to be. That's the men that you wanted to be. And now after a couple months, after a couple years, you get annoyed. And they're floating. I'm telling you, let people, when you realize that you're the only one doing all this complaining and nagging, don't work. You stop rowing the boat. When you stop rowing, the other person, when they see that it's floating, they will start rowing. And if they don't start rowing, it's because they don't want to be on the damn boat. And this is how you know that you have to get off the boat. You have to stop rowing the boat sometimes, because when you realize that you're the only one tired. Now, a lot of us are with these people. You're with a man, you're with a woman, and the man don't do anything because you do it all. Now, I'm telling you, opposites attract. Opposites attract big time. But it's not real. It's not real attraction. It's just that you are seeking your balance. You are finding your balance. This is why you have to be a complete person in the beginning. Opposites do attract. It's my daughter not going. I mean, I hear you. I hear you, Mika. I hear you. Opposites attract. And when you find somebody who's opposite than you find that balance within you faster. There's a balance in the relationship. It's like, oh, this feels good. Oh, he's different. Oh, she's different. Oh my God. Everything I'm not, he is, or everything I'm not, she is. And it feels like a complete version. It feels like finally you are completed. Here's the problem. Hey, T, here's the problem. Find balance within yourself first, so that opposite crap that opposite attract stuff don't mess with your head. You have to balance yourself out. You got to balance yourself. If you balance yourself, you won't be so quick to go to the opposites of you. And sometimes some of you go to the opposites of you, and The opposite of you ain't crap. Let's be honest. The opposite of you is trash. But they can stimulate parts of you that they, you see, hey Nina, how you doing? Good to see you. A lot of raggedy people can stimulate emotions and feelings in you that the heel man can't. He told me because of his back hurts, bed too soft, what I feel about. Well, that's possible. That's possible, Rachel. Sometimes the bed is too soft and his back hurt. That used to be me. Someone who's ready to balance. But yeah, exactly, Michelle. But you gotta be balanced too. You gotta be balanced too. A lot of us ain't balanced. A lot of us, a heel man can stimulate you. A heel person can stimulate you, man or woman. A heel person can stimulate you because a heel person ain't gonna be arguing with you. A heel person ain't gonna be always talking about sex only. A heel person won't always wanna chase you. A heel person sometimes they don't wanna what do you call it? Trigger you. A heel person to do all this stuff. Hey Kayla, hey young Kayla, darling, how you doing? Thank you for the help me. And so sometimes it takes a person who is not healed to stimulate you because the challenge is on. Hey, Desmo, a healed person, to many people look boring. Opposites attract. It's true, but it doesn't keep you together. Chemistry attracts, but chemistry do not save a relationship. Well, thank you, Raj. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. How long should a husband be allowed not to work? I don't see how, as a man, I don't see why a man don't work. I don't, especially if the household need money. I don't see why a man wouldn't work. I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I don't see why a man wouldn't work. I think that's just weird. Especially to quit your job before you find another one. I see this man on a video today. He says he just finally quit his job. And now he's looking for a job. Wait, you quit your job before you find another job? I don't know. That's weird for him. Now, I don't work. But I'm retired. So I get my pensions. I get my pensions and my income. Hey, Lady P. But it's weird that the household need money and the man don't work. I don't know how y'all do that. I don't know. Yeah, Cece, I don't get it. I don't understand why a man has a family. If you're dealing with that for you see, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you're dealing with that for 5 years, it's because you are part to blame too. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not putting the blame on you because you are with a lazy man. I get it. You are with a dysfunctional, anti-masculine man. But you are part to blame because he knows that you're going to do it. And since you're going to do it anyways, for a lazy man, why does he have to do it? And so now, since you're going to do it and you're going to stay there and do it, why should he do it? Sometimes, listen, you are going to stop. 5 years, your man wasn't working. Man, that man ain't going to do it. If he ain't working for 5 years, a man who doesn't want to provide for his family is not supposed to have a family. Seriously. He works hard physically, but no money? What? You mean like he doesn't get paid enough? Kia, you come on this page every day and say the same thing. Go like 2 videos on your page. We don't even know who you are. He has 30 days, get job, cut grass. Yeah, listen, there's so much things that a man could do. There's so much things a man could do. What sustains our relationship? He goes for 1 million to 1 million meeting, but nothing comes because he's lazy. Because he's an ineffective man. That's a man who's gonna make excuses all day, and because you stay there and you take the excuses and you feel bad and guilty for kicking his ass out, but so he gonna do it. Some men, listen. Some people don't give a damn, and if you're gonna enable them, they're gonna take it because they have no heart. They have no empathy. They have no compassion. I can't see my wife just working by herself, and I'm not. I can't see my wife tired and busy, and me just looking at her and, yeah. Oh, you all right? All right. You want some sex? That's just weird. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you are. Don't take it. Don't take it. But what sustains a relationship? What sustains a relationship, to be honest, is love and respect. I think one of the most important things for a relationship is to like each other. I think we try to stop, we go from liking each other to loving too quick. We want to escape liking. You know how it is to say, I like you still? Like, I like you. You know, to like to like your spouse, right? To like your boyfriend, to like your girlfriend still. When you like somebody, you want to be around them. When you love somebody, sometimes the words that we use as love in our society, you see the society, we use love too loosely. That stuff that we be doing is not love. Yeah, that stuff don't be love. You gotta like each other. And after you get married, you have to like each other. To like each other is very important. Hey, Marsha, do you remember? Hey, Marsha. Do you remember when we met? Right? Do you remember when you met? You liked them, and so you all wanted to be around them. You always wanted to hang out with them. You know, you always wanted to talk to them. You want to hear their voice. That's because you like them. And we passed that liking stage too quick, and we force love. Oh, we get in a marriage because we get obligated to, because since we've been together for 3 years, why not get married? You know, but we didn't like each other still. Or after a certain point, somebody does something, there's no forgiveness, there's resentment, and you stop liking somebody. What sustains a relationship is liking each other. The second thing is forgiving each other. The third thing is growing. The third thing that's very important to sustain a relationship is that you know, if we together for 5 years, I'm gonna grow in that 5 years. I'm gonna grow about 6, 7, 8 times, probably 6, 7, 8, 9 different times. And you should actually understand my growth and accept my growth. I didn't marry you to change you. So I have to accept you and your growth. And I think that's what we need to understand. If we're gonna be together for 10 years, you're gonna grow so much in that 10 years. It's not my place to stop your growth. It's not my place to affect your growth in a negative way. It's not my place to make you feel bad or guilty for growing. It is not my place. And so one of the things that you have to understand, what sustains your relationship, is to accept each other fully. I accept you, you accept me. If you don't accept me, then you want to keep me right here. If I don't accept you, I want to keep you right here for my ego to love you, but my heart can't. And so what sustains a relationship is for me to accept you the way you are. I didn't marry you to change you. Many of us, we marry somebody else based on potential, and the whole relationship, we are trying to change them to match the potential that we think that they should be. Think about it. What about a husband who won't provide or take care of his children unless he's in the home? I think that husband is not a husband. I think that husband is useless too. If, Joshua, I'm busy, okay? Nobody wanted me until I came on here. What do you want?
Leah's tablet isn't charging.
Okay, good. Okay, now go back. That's all right. I'm on it. I'm on the phone. You're gonna be all right. She won't hurt. You use your mom's tablet. You know nobody wanted me until I came on here. I've been here all day. Hey, Chestney, how you doing? Huey, what's good? No, they didn't want me until I came on here, you know. And I just came on here 20 minutes ago. Lord have mercy. So where was I? Where was I? Chestney, what's good? I forget where I was. Lord. What if you are not growing together? We don't need to grow together. I don't need to grow with you. You don't need to grow with me. We're not going to grow together, right? We don't need to grow together. What we need to understand is in my marriage, in the first couple years of my marriage, we was both in the military. And at my rank, at my level, right? At my position that I had, I was the one who was never home. I was the one doing my thing. I was the one always out. And she took care of the home and the kids because my rank was higher, my responsibilities was different, and she wasn't growing at the same pace as I was. Right? Now, we flip-flop. We flip-flop. Now, I retired from the military, and she's in. Her growth is booming very quickly. Hey, Miranda, her growth is because now the focus is on her career more. Hey, let me help you. Hey, let me push you. Hey, you do your thing. I stay with the kids. Hey, you do your thing. I have the kids. Hey, you do your things. I take the kids to school. I take this to here. I take that to there. I take this to there. I'll do this. I'll make sure my kids get to school and get the stuff that they need from school and pick them up from school. And so here's the point. We're not going to grow together, but it's not for us to grow together. It's for us to accept that we're going to change, and the time that we are changing, we should support each other while each of us are going through our changes, because we're not going to stop. Growth, we don't know when. If you plant a mango tree and a plum tree, they're going to grow at different terms. They're going to grow differently, different paces. And that's something that you have to accept. Two human beings don't grow the same at the same rate. But if I accept you and you accept me, you let me grow when I'm going through my spurts. You let me grow. I let you grow when you're going through yours. But yet, in the whole time, I'm still supporting you. So yes, some of us, we think we don't grow together. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you really don't. But I accept you. You can't outgrow somebody. Ain't nobody racing with you. You can't outgrow somebody. Nobody is racing with you. What happens is that you outgrow a part of yourself that you liked about him or her. You outgrew a part of where you were. You outgrow yourself. And now, since you outgrew yourself, you don't like who you are dealing with anymore. That's what you can't outgrow somebody because we're not racing. Yeah, we're not racing, so you can't. That's like you. That's like you running around. That's like you going for a jog, right? That's like you going for a jog. Thank you, Miranda. That's like you going for a jog, and as you're jogging, somebody who's not competing with you, they've been jogging for a while, and you, in your mind, you want to pass them, and when you pass them in your mind, you won, but them, they're not competing with you. They're on their own pace, on their own time. They're not running with you. So did you really win? You didn't win. You didn't pass them because they wasn't trying. And so when it comes to relationship, you can't outgrow. Well, how do you outgrow somebody? They're not racing with you. We're not competing with you. My wife can't outgrow me. I can't outgrow her because she is who she is and I am who I am. What I want is not what she wants. Wait, somebody asked, what about the husband who won't provide or take care of the children unless he is in the home? I think if you have a man who doesn't take care of his kids unless he's in the home or who is conditionally taking care of his kids, I don't know why that man is still in the home. I think that's pointless. If a man is only taking care of the kids conditionally, his own blood, his own seed, that's your answer right there. If a man is only taking care of his kids conditionally, that's it. That there is no more. There's nothing to add. That means it's what benefits him is his ego. That man is not a man. That man is weird. You know, when it comes to kids, hey Kiona, I think, but when it comes to kids, that's not a compromise. When it comes to kids, that's not a condition. When it comes to your own, because if you can't take care of your own children, your own blood, your own DNA, your own seed, I don't. I know if you as a woman be with a man who don't take care of his own seed, I don't know what to tell you. I think after a while, if a man can't, you think a man could love you when he can't love his own seeds? Would you say he's still a good man, just not? I mean, he could be a good man and not in the household and still take care of his kids. But are you taking care? If you're not taking care of your kids, I don't. How can Jay-Z say a man who don't take care of his family cannot be rich. And it's not rich financially, but it's rich in many different ways. Emotionally, rich in love, rich with respect. Seriously, rich with loyalty, with honesty. A man who cannot take care of his kids or who don't take care of his family cannot be rich. And again, it's not just about rich in money. Rich in all the ways because he will be blocked. A lot of people are experiencing that now. They get older, they ain't taking care of their kids, or they ain't took care of their kids when they were younger, and bam, look at them. The life is chaotic. It doesn't work. You will be blocked. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you will be blocked. Guilt will take over you. So sooner or later, guilt will come. Guilt will show up. Shame will show up. And when them two come, it's a wrap. You can't live. If a man don't take care of his kids, there shouldn't be no even idea of good man or good woman. If a man or woman don't take care of their kids, I don't see how you can think that somebody's a good man. You don't take care of your kids. How can you be good? What's good about you? If you can't take care of the seeds that you planted, the things that came from your loins, from your bags, how can you be good? I mean, seriously, I mean, for real. And I'm not being too hard on men, but if you can't take care of your own kids, how is it possible that you can even be in the same room as somebody who's decent? You can't. You can't. I'm telling you. That's not somebody that you should be with. But he said he will not do anything unless he can come back. Well, if a man is separated from you and he's not taking care of his kids until they come back, and you bring him back, you deserve what you get in the end. Treat him home like crap, then he's still a crap man. You know, what he said then, what is a good man? Number one, I don't really do the good man thing or bad man thing, but understand, what is an effective man? A man who's responsible. Responsibility. An adult, we see, what makes an adult? A responsible person. A person who's accountable for their behaviors, for their own stuff, for their lives. And their lives is the kids that they created. It's their family. A man or woman who's responsible and accountable for what they do, for what they bring here. Without taking care of his own kids because the relationship is in the past. So if you have a man who don't take care of his kids and he's with you and he don't take care of his kids and he tells you because it's a past relationship and you go for that, you're going to get something in the future. Something is coming. Hey, Wynette, how we doing, Wynette? When you start loving and respecting yourself, you won't tolerate disrespect. Facts. Not at all. Like the way you're breaking things down, you mentioned. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope people. Thank you so much, Hotline. Thank you. But yeah, if a man is only conditionally promising to take care of his own kids, his own blood, only when he comes back, leave the man alone. Let that man stop entertaining him. Never even put him back in the house. I mean, no. The kids are gonna learn, right? The kids are gonna learn who was who. The kids are gonna know. The kids will figure it out. Who was who tried and who didn't try. And that's not, that's not on you. I don't think there's a good or bad man. I don't think there's a good man or a bad man. I think responsibility, being accountable for being an adult, because I don't think there's a good man or bad. I don't believe in good men or good women. I think that's just a judgment on yourself that you think that you compare against somebody else. I don't think there's a good person. I mean, hell, even Christ said there's no good. You know what? You remember when the person asked Christ, "Hey, good master, how do I enter?" Blah blah blah, and Christ said, "Hey, why thou dost call me good? There is no one that's good." And when I say that, it means, what are you comparing yourself to? Somebody who is not like you? Somebody who, well, he probably don't beat his wife, but he cheats once in a while, right? He probably don't punch his wife in his face, but he might still curse her out. I mean, it's all relative. It's all in comparison, and it doesn't work. What is a good man compared to somebody else? It's just in comparison to someone else. There is no such thing as a good man. But I'm talking about being a responsible adult. Is what makes you an adult. It being being responsible and accountable. I think that right there. I mean, only God judges us, but good is good and bad is bad, I guess. I mean, if the behaviors you see, yeah, protect and provide. Indeed. Ashley, for real. I mean, indeed. Thank you, niece. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, but I realize opposites do attract, but opposites can't keep us together. What is good and what does good require of you? To act justly and love mercy and to with you, God. Yeah. No. It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one, Miranda. Let me look it up. But I wasn't really trying to choose that topic, though. You know what I mean? That was just a little. Hold on, give me a second. Since Miranda is trying to look it up. I don't know about that country. Is Matthew 19:17? Is Matthew 19:17? No, you're fine. It's Matthew 19:17. I know how you are. I know you like to, you're a biblical scholar. Do you have any children with your ex-wife? I have a child with my ex-girlfriend. She lives here. It's my oldest one. My child with my ex. Not with my ex-wife though, with my ex. But she lives with me. I have all my kids living with me. Every one of them. My oldest one, the real, the tall one, my oldest one, that comes on my videos, she's not from my wife, she's from my ex. And she lives here with me, right? Hey, Kimmin, how you doing? Because I like my kids with me, to be honest with you. I love my kids with me. I mean, to see them together all the time and they're growing up as siblings, I think I love it, They know each other, they love each other, they are close, you know? Oh, she does? But yeah, but back to the topic though. But seriously, when it comes to opposites attract, I think a lot of us falls for the trap. A lot of us fall in the trap with opposites attracting each other. Opposites attract. Opposites do attract, but opposites don't keep you together. You have to be mindful that when you go with somebody who's opposite from you, you have to be mindful when you go with somebody who's opposite from you, later on in life, that opposite stuff will whoop your butt. A lot of us, I'm telling you, a lot of us, the reason why the other person, remember I said last week, it's human nature sometimes that if you see somebody laying down, you step over them. It's human nature. Hey, Casey, how you doing? It's human nature sometimes that when you see somebody laying on the floor, you walk over them. Yeah, you don't kick them because you're not a bad person, but you walk over them because a person is not, their self-respect is low. And sometimes we don't help them up. Sometimes we don't hold our hand. Sometimes you try holding their hands to lift them up, but sometimes that person likes to lay on the ground too. Sometimes that person likes to lay on the ground. Sometimes the person, that's where they usually lay at. I'm not making excuses. And so the human nature in a person will step over them, right? And so sometimes in relationship, we find ourselves oftentimes being the person who's gonna do it. Being the person who's gonna do and pull the slack. Being that person who's gonna make sure that thing is done that your partner don't like. We're gonna make sure always the one who's gonna do the things and then we're gonna feel tired and drained, but the other person don't even realize that you are tired and drained because they know that you're gonna do it. If they don't do it, if they don't wash the dishes, they know that you will. And so they don't. If they don't cook, they know that you will. If they don't order food, they know that you will. Because you're the one who's been doing it. Because you are the one keep doing it and doing it. And I realize this is in most relationships. This oftentimes in most relationship, and everybody complains about it. This is the majority of relationship. And I even found myself a part of it. I even found myself doing it. Because I know my wife does something, certain things she does. But I had to become aware. I'm saying, okay, I know she does it all the time. And so if I don't do it, she's going to do it anyways. And so I had to fix that. I had to change that because I understand just because she's the one doing it doesn't mean that she wants to do it. It doesn't mean that she should be doing it because she gets tired too. Everybody gets tired. But in the majority, and I said, I noticed that. And if I notice that, it's not everybody that notices it. It's not every partner that notices it. It's not every man that notices it because I think I'm a bit more conscious. I think I'm a bit more thoughtful because I want to be. Yeah, I think I'm a bit more thoughtful, and I'm more. Hey, let me make sure you don't overwork. Let me make sure that you don't try too hard. Let me make sure that you're not drained. Let me make sure that you're not tired so damn much. Because I think if you're always tired and drained, and I'm not, something is off balance. I mean, true or false? If you're always tired and you are stressed, and I'm not, something is off balance. And so I look at myself. Wait, let me see what I can take off your hands. Hey, Crone, But I'm telling you, that's what happens. Opposites attract. Opposites attract, but opposites will break you up. Opposites will break your relationship up because many of us will begin to judge that person. We begin to become very annoyed with that person. We become that very thing that you love about them in the beginning is that very thing that breaks you up. Oh, he's so nice and he's so kind or she's so kind. But when she's kind to other people, you can't take it. Seriously, it would challenge you. Oh my God, they are so loving, but when they are loving to other people besides you, you can't take it. You want them to change. Stop. And I want you to understand something, like I said earlier. You don't get with somebody to change them. And I think if we understand that, you don't marry somebody or be with somebody to change them. You really can't. You can't. Because if you do that, that's not fair. This is why you gotta see people for what they are. But like I said earlier, you don't outgrow people. Nobody outgrows their partner. Cool, thank you. Nobody outgrows their partner. It's just that we think that we have options. Hey, Journey, how you doing? We think that we have options. And on this social media era, where you see everybody all the time on your screen, you think that you have options. It's kind and not confrontational, which makes him not. I don't. No. My husband is kind and not confrontational, which makes him not a protector. That is not good. That is not a true thing. That's not a true statement. Just because a man is not confrontational doesn't mean that he's not a protector. That's two different things. Why you want to confront people for? If it's not bothering you or affecting you, he shouldn't want to confront. I'm not a confrontational person either. I'm not confrontational at all. But I'm telling you, you have to be careful with that. I don't argue and fuss with people. I mean, I get what she's saying too. But just because somebody's not confrontational doesn't mean that they don't take care of business. I don't confront people. Except when it comes to my family. If it comes to my kids and my wife, I'm very Listen, I carry my stuff in my car everywhere I go. I don't argue with nobody. I don't fuss. Listen, we're not going to argue. One thing about me, we're not going to argue. Outside. Oh, and if it doesn't need to fight, listen, I'm telling you right now, right? I'm telling you right now. I'm not fighting nobody either. For what? If I can solve it without fighting, I ain't fighting. As a man, if I can solve a problem without fighting, I don't want to fight nobody. I'm 45 years old. I ain't pulling my back. I ain't pulling my shoulders. Your family, you should be. Yeah, you could. Yeah, your presence. A man's presence, right? Hey, Jamisha. Oftentimes, a man's presence says a lot. If you see me right there and you bold enough to come up here, that you're a brave man. When there's a household with a man in it, oftentimes when there's a household with a man in it, a presence of a man, he's less likely to have all that stupid stuff. Your kids being abused, your kids being sexually this, your kids. It's very rare that a household with because when my presence is there, I don't expect you to do anything. I don't think about somebody trying my family when I'm there. Because my presence says, hey, I'm here. I'm not gonna fight you like that. But I promise you, if you come too close to my little people, I'm gonna have to knock you out. Even if I can't fight you, I'm gonna have to knock you out first. But I'm not gonna argue with you and fuss you and you telling me, Kirk, you ain't shit. I ain't able to fight you. I'm walking off. I want my son to see me fighting when I'm telling him to school, hey, stop fighting. I'm trying to tell my son, hey, people gonna talk about you. Right? Hey, I'm telling my son, hey, people gonna talk stuff about you. People gonna call you names. Because my son comes home mad sometimes. I said, son, I don't care what they tell you. Don't put your hands on people. Now, if they swing on you first, I get it, because you gotta defend yourself and your sister. But son, I don't want to hear that somebody call you a name and you fighting. And so I don't want to be on the streets with my kids, somebody talking trash and I'm fighting. I ain't fighting about to fight you. I will walk away. I will walk like I didn't even heard you. But if you touch me though. A couple years ago, we was in Poland, me and my kids and my spouse. We was in Poland. And we was in the mall. It was just me and my two little ones. We was in the mall. And this Polish guy, I guess he never seen a black man before in Poland, right? This Polish guy, about my age, maybe younger, maybe I don't know. The way he looked at me, he looked at my kids, and he was mad, and he looked like he said something in the Polish language. It didn't bother me. I just kept walking. But I was hoping that he doesn't come close. And so he started to follow me. You can follow me. The street is legal. I can't stop you from following me. And he began to follow me. So I stopped. I got my two little people with me. I'm like, I hope this man don't come close to me and try to challenge me. But I'm not going to do anything. But if he comes close enough, I'm going to take him out. I got to take you out. Because you're coming too close to my cubs. But me telling you anything, I'll pass. I mean, yeah, man. Hey, Kron, me telling you anything to make things even more. No, I know what people, when I say this, you say this, I say this, all we doing, we can just stimulate each other. I'm stimulating you, you stimulating me, we about to get angry, but no, we're not going to do that. Because if I can stop it, I'm not going to jail. If I can stop it, I'm not doing it. And I had to understand that as a man, I'm a protector. But my kids need me at home. Being a protector, my kids need me at home more than they need me in jail. That's one thing I realized. My kids need me more at home, in the house. Because I know when I'm in the house, nobody coming in here. Right, Miranda? Ain't no random people knocking on the door. I got a young wife and 3 kids. Ain't nobody knocking on the door. Ain't nobody gonna, hey, where your man at? No. You see me. Relax. Sit, relax. Because if not, I'm right here. Happy New Year to you too. Hey, Monique, how we doing? What's up, Justin? How we doing, brother? I'm not a fighter, but I know we're both going to... I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Justin. I couldn't think your dad, Kid Cuzzo. I probably am your dad, you know. Where you from, man? Or maybe we cousins. Wait, did I miss any question? It looks... It's that look and body. Yeah, that look and body language. That'll do it. But the way how he looked at my kids, I was like, Sylvester, okay, no, I want another one. But the way how he looked at my kids and me, I was like, you look at them kids like that too? Like you got if you could look at kids like that, you got problems. Seriously, if you could look at 2 little kids, because my son was about 9 or 8, my daughter was about 4 or 5. You look at my kids like that, brother? That's crazy. I ain't got, I don't want to start you up. You know? Hey, Miss Farr, I don't want to start you up. I don't want to make you even more angry to do something crazy that's going to cause pain, and my son got to see me knock you out and then say, my daddy, telling everybody in school, my daddy can fight. And I don't want to fight nobody's daddy. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So how we doing? But yeah, man, we got to be aware. We got to be aware, man. We got to be self-aware. We gotta be very self-aware, man. That's just how it is. Hey, Huey, right, Huey? But like I was saying, y'all, man, my daddy can whip me, right? And next thing you know, them little kids want to start fighting. I bet you can't beat me. but like I was saying, man, we gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful in how we pick our partner. We gotta have somebody who like us. I think one of the biggest things for relationship that make relationship last is if I like you and you like me. We gotta go back to the basics. I like you. I like you. You like me? You like me still? You know, I think that should be a conversation. A matter of fact, right? Was who black? The guy in Poland? No, he was a Polish guy. Yeah, I mean, I think after you get married, after you be with somebody for after 2 years, hey, you still like me? They'll tell you, I can't stand you sometimes, man. You just so angry. I remember those guys was talking. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think, yeah, for real, Kimberly, I think we should ask, hey, you like me? I like you. You like me still? Because when you like each other, you're going to want to hang out. When you like each other, you care about each other. I think we should focus on love. He doesn't love me. No, chick, he doesn't even like you. To hell with love. Love becomes so relaxed that they stop liking. We get from like to love and then it stops. It stops right there. There's nothing else. Now we gotta go from like to love, then back to like. A matter of fact, we gotta get from like, we hold on to the like, get to love, but hold on to like no matter what reason. Because I promise you, there's gonna be days in a relationship where you think your peace is getting threatened. Your peace is getting. Whew. Can you be with someone you don't love? You mean me personally, or can I think people do it all the time. Hi, Mama. I think people do it all the time. Be with folks that they don't love. I don't think if I don't love you, I won't be with you. I don't want to waste your time like that. I don't want to waste my time because it's not even wasting your time. I think it's wasting my time too. How many times a week do you lift weights? 7 days a week. Do you think people should start off with a friendship foundation? I think it's very important that we start off with a friendship foundation. I think it's very important that we start off with a friendship foundation. And I think that friendship foundation should never stop. You said check yes or no, why not? Seriously, that friendship foundation should never stop. I think friendship is one of the most important things in a relationship. Because at least when you're friends, you could have conversations still. I think friendships have the best conversations. There is nobody, right? Hey, Aisha, how you doing? I think there is nobody that you want to tell those new. Have you ever had, like when you have those good news, right? Hey, artist, blessings, how you doing? When you have something happen at work or with your family, who is that first person that you want to tell? Your friend. I think friendship should always be there. If friendship is there, communication is there. Seriously. Because nobody's going to be friends with you and don't want to talk to you. Is it that we're friends or we're not friends? Do you believe in the man should more into the woman theory? I don't believe those theories. You mean like the man should be more into you or the man should love you more? No, anybody. There is no such thing as love somebody more. Is it that you love them or you don't? There is no loving more. That's the ego trying to find something to hold on to. I can't love you more than you love me. I can't love you more. I love you differently. I can't love you more or less. Love alone is a powerful word. Thank you, artist. Thank you so much. The word love alone says a lot. The word love alone says, I will lay down my life for you. That's what love means. I can't lay down my life more. like seriously. And like people say, I love hard. You don't love hard. You have strong emotions that you don't understand what love is. You're not even loving hard. You're not even loving. You are just attaching. It's not love. I love hard. You don't, ma'am, sir, you don't love hard. Matter of fact, it's not love, it's you attach. That's why you are so emotional. That's why it takes you everywhere. Everything that happens, it takes your soul. Because that's not love, that's attachment. That means you attach. And everything, every way they go, you go. They go up, you go up. They go down, you go down. They go out, you come out. You go in. And so you attach. So everywhere they go, everything they say, think, feel, it is taking you. You don't love hard, because love is a freedom. Love says, I can let you be who you are. Because it doesn't change how I feel. That's unconditional. Right? Kissing somebody you're not in a relationship, is that a sin? I don't talk about that Christian thing on here. Is that a sin? That's between you and your God. I can't tell you what's a sin to you. That's not my type of, that's not my platform. Kissing somebody that you are not with is a sin or not. That's the Christian stuff to you. I don't dabble in that stuff because that stuff is all relative. That stuff is all, it makes you all second guess everything that you do. You think something's a sin. What is a sin is going against yourself. Believe it or not. You missing the mark. You say that you're going to do something and you don't do it. You set a goal and you don't do it. That's a sin. You know, you want to work out 2 days a week, but you don't. That's a sin. You missed the mark. That's between you and your God, though. Great evening, Sherry. I feel like love is all about looks and what the man desires a lot of the time. People see personality. I mean, men love looks. Men love looks a lot, but women love looks the same way. You all just don't want to accept it. Hey, Dottie, how you doing? Long time to see. Women love looks just as much as men love looks. I mean, let's be honest. Women love looks just as much as men love looks. It's just that we say it. It's just that we say it out loud. Yeah, I mean, it's just that we say it and we more, damn, like we more vocal with it. But look at you. But when you're around your girlfriends, how do you talk? When you see a good-looking guy, the same way how we speak out. I mean, out loud. We just like, damn, right? We kind of just rude with it, right? We're just kind of abrasive with it. We're like, damn, you fine, right? You don't say that because you're a lady. You wasn't taught to say that. You wasn't taught to say that. You wasn't trained to do that. Happy New Year to you too, Ramona. Good to see you. But women and men love looks the same way. And I think, can I say something on that that is gonna not sound like it's true to you? Can I say something about that? Yes, but looks get men to commit. Men love looks. Looks get women to commit too. Women will take, listen, let me say this statement. Tell me if you agree on that. But can you be honest? Tell me if you agree on that. I'm gonna say this, but tell me if you agree on that. A woman will take more from a man that she's very physically attracted to. True or false? A woman will take more, will put up with more from a man that she's more attracted to physically. Right. And so what's the difference? It's the same thing. If that man is fine, she will try to forgive him, forgive him, forgive him. I forgive him, I forgive him, I forgive him. You ain't forgive him. You just don't want nobody else to have him because you know he has options. Because as soon as he left for real, when he leaves for real, that forgiveness, you are broken because you swept it under the rug. You will sweep the thing under the rug every single time. And then when he leaves for real, it all, for some reason, find its way out under the rug, and now you hurt. I can't believe. But if you was forgiving him for real, hey, what's up, Jay? If you was really forgiving him for real, it will only be one last thing. It will only be one thing that he did. Because all the other things would have crossed off every time you forgive him. But when he leave, everything comes up. Everything. I was a fool. You start crying and because you don't really forgive him. Seen more women stay because of money than, well, that too, Miranda. I mean, I feel you on that one too. Oh yeah, it happens over looks. But men are visual. It's just how we will create. We love what we see. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm very honest with you. There is nothing like a man having intercourse with a beautiful woman and he can see her body in ways, and that stimulates his mind, his mind up so much because things are moving, things are shaking, it's jiggling. That F's us up because that's what I don't know why we were made that way. Because men were made to multiply. We were made to sow those oats, sow those seeds. Hey, put it in. Nobody ever says be married and multiply the earth. It says be fruitful and multiply. And we think marriage is not about marriage, It's humanity says we need to multiply. You ain't got to be married to multiply. And so our testosterones, all them hormones that we have, is not for marriage. Do you notice that those hormones that we carry don't support marriage? Think about it. BS? You think it's BS? Listen, it sounds like BS because you don't like it. And listen, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's any less true. Before I continue, let me say this right here. Let me put this disclaimer. Disclaimer. The things that I speak about, it's not that I agree or disagree with these things and say that it's right or wrong. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you how it is. So it's not about you agreeing or disagreeing or me agreeing with it and I believe that's how we should be. It's not about believing how we should or shouldn't be. I'm telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. So when I come on these platforms, I'm not telling you my personal view on my personal belief in these things that I talk about. I'm telling you these things happen. Right, we're not the only ones with hormones. Listen, women do the same crap men do. No, I feel you, Tiger Lily. I understand. But women, listen, you're right. And somebody said, women, we're not the only one with these hormones. You all got it too, and you all doing the same crap. What are you doing? We all do the same crap. But for some reason, I think men just, we take it too far. Nature provides for nature. The population of men to women would be way uneven even. I'm not saying it's okay or not okay, though. That's not what I'm saying. Again, this is not about me saying what is okay and what is not okay. I'm just telling you, man. Hey, Renee, how you doing? I'm just saying what is. Whether it's okay or not, it's not my place. But what is what I talk about. What is or isn't is all I talk about. You all don't notice that yet? I don't talk about what's it, every time I make videos on social media and I talk about certain things, a lot of times people get angry. Right? People get angry because of what I say. Well, that's why I'm not saying that I agree. I'm not saying it makes it good. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you what is, what I see, what there is a lot of. Right? G374, how are you doing? Yeah. No. That's not what I was talking about, Miranda. Yeah, but yeah, I got what you were saying. It's somebody asks, does that make it okay? People need to just take what resonates. Indeed, Alexa, indeed. But I was going somewhere with this, I was going somewhere with this. I was going somewhere. I totally forgot. Yeah, I was going somewhere. I totally forgot where I was going. Did I miss somebody's question? Did I miss somebody? I think I missed somebody's question, Indeed, G3, facts. It's, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, man, I went to a comedy show with my ex-wife once and I was pissed off. Crone, I don't know. I went to a comedy show with my wife. I went to the Kevin Hart comedy show with my ex-wife and I was pissed off because she's laughing. And when Kevin Hart was talking about, it wasn't Kevin Hart, it was one of the guys with Kevin Hart. He was saying the women are slick because one day the phone ring and it was electric bill, right? Ex-wife. Yeah, well, I'm not supposed to have an ex-wife? It was an electric bill and it was 11 o'clock at night. An electric bill was calling. And he's like, who's electric bill? Why is electric bill calling you? And my ex-wife was just laughing, kiki, and I was mad. I was like, damn. So you be doing this stuff too? You think that's okay? You been doing this? And she's laughing and I'm like, damn. And so now, right? What's wrong with me saying ex-wife? Tiger Lily, you okay? Right? Like she's doing a lot. And now I realize when I talk about certain things, people get angry, and I get it. I get it. This stuff is annoying to hear. With these hormones, women do it too. And you said men. Yeah. But I think I was going somewhere. Girl, you be on it. It's because they don't like it. I mean, for real, it sucks. It sucks to hear these things. It sucks sometimes, especially when you think about you being a fool for somebody else. Oh my God. I know, I'm not Jamaican. Men do same, put a man's name. But yeah. Men do it too. Don't get me wrong. Men be putting auntie and stuff. I mean, we do it too, man. Hey, I was mad, Starburst. I was mad. Nah, I'm not Jamaican. But yeah, I was mad. I was like, what's so damn funny? And she just dying laughing. And I'm like, damn, you doing this too? So I checked her phone. You look at it, it's an electric bill. My daughter will know the game. My daughters, I don't think my daughters will know the game because I think my daughters will see my family and understand what a man does. I don't even, it's not even the game, I think a lot of times who needs this game, these kind of conversations, oftentimes is, I think my daughters, the game that I'm giving my daughters is being the man that I tell them that I am. And hoping that they see the man that I am and see how their moms are being treated. Right? Seeing their moms, seeing their mothers, how their mothers are treated, and understand what a man does. Fall on the woman to put up with that. It says how it seems to fall on a woman. It feels that way, right? It looks that way for real. And let me tell you why it seems that way, right? To put up with that stuff. Is because, listen, one thing I realize is this. Men, not making excuses for men, because I did some crap when I was younger, in my younger days. I still, I've done some crap in my days and called it being a man. And that shit is not being a man. It's being ineffective and being unintentional and it's being kind of whack. But being a man, I realized one thing. And again, it's not an excuse. A man is not told anything about who he is. I'm not paying for the past. The past is gone. I ain't paying for a past at all. I'm not paying for the past. That's just people spiritual talk about karma. I'm not paying for the past. I've already been through what I've been through. A man wasn't told who he was. A man wasn't told. And I think this is why I keep telling my son, I keep reminding my son, man, you're just a good guy. Hey, you look at you. Looking all handsome. Looking at you. Looking all strong. Look at you. You're so smart. A man wasn't told who he was. And so since a man wasn't told who he was, oftentimes the women are. The young girls are. The young girls are. I found myself at one point telling my daughters, hey, listen, boys are gonna. But then I was like, no, let me not say that. That's stupid. Let me not say that because that's pretty stupid. So I started telling because boys are not like that. Because I had to tell my sons how boys and men are. So if I tell my daughter how boys are, then my son, that's not my son. I don't want to tell my son that's who he's supposed to be. So I'm very careful in how I talk to my daughters and my son because I got both. And so I had to keep telling my son, hey, you're a good guy. Hey, son, look at you. Look at you. You're all smart. Looking at you. You're one of the smartest dudes I know. Dude, this is what. And so I'm giving my son his value. I'm teaching him his value. If I teach my son his value, he ain't got to look for his value in a bunch of girls. You see, when you only teach girls their values and not teach boys or teach men, the boy will always look for his value inside of her. He will always seek her. And the more her he has, is the more valuable he feels. His ego becomes valuable. Right? The more woman he can penetrate and he can control and he can manipulate is the more value he can have. And why? Because boys are not taught their value. Girls are. From a girl is 5, 10, 11, 12, conversation starts about don't let these boys. And so now the boys, what are the boys told? We ain't told nothing. We told, hey, use condoms. Hey, you have a girlfriend yet? Hey, I bet you have all these girls. Hey, listen, these girls, man, talk to the girls. We tell little boys that, hey, talk to the girls. Because that's the value that they are learned. That's the value that they are given. And so now we grow up to be men. Again, this is not an excuse. I'm telling you how it is. This is not an excuse. So don't think that I'm giving you an excuse for grown men. That's not what I'm doing. I'm explaining to you something that happens to us. And now, here we are, grown men who still look for their value in women. And so they keep looking and looking and looking, going from one to the next, to the next, next to the next, to the next. Why? Because those men don't recognize their value. They don't. They still have the same boy mentality. And that's why men are still in that way. Because when you understand your value, when you understand who you are, you don't look for yourself anymore. You don't look for yourself in her, between her legs. You're not there. You know for a fact going between her legs, just, you're going to say what you want to say to manipulate her. That's not your value. That doesn't add strength to you. That doesn't make you more powerful. That doesn't make you wiser. It makes you more manipulative. And we begin to understand that. Seriously, we begin to understand that. Because my value is not between your legs. It can't be there. And so when a man discovers his own true value, it's like, I don't need this no more. Drugs and alcohol, all that stuff, he pulls back. Because everybody looks for the same thing. Everybody looks for the same thing. Everybody looks for this, whether it's sex, whether it's women, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, they're looking for something. Yeah, the more women he can mess with is the more value that he has. But again, everybody looks for the same thing. Whether it's through drugs, whether through alcohol, through steroids, I mean everything. They're looking for the same thing. at the end. Food. Some use food. Don't they use food too? They're looking for something. People use food. People use alcohol. People use drugs. Son with some love. That's funny, Crone. I mean, seriously. People use sex. People use all type. People use gambling. What are you looking for? You're looking for something. For a high. It's always a high. And sometimes, boy, sex give you the hell of a high, don't it? Sex will give you a high that you can't, listen, you can't change that. That's, shoot, a brother ain't gotta work no more. You don't have to be anything. Just if you can get that woman to validate him, oh, he's good. You know, he's good. He's gonna be good for a long time. Especially if I can go from one to the next to the next. All I do is recertify him. People are looking to, yeah, they're looking to feel something. That dopamine, yeah. I mean, like, seriously. And again, hey, Chocolate. And again, it's not about me making an excuse for why men do stupid things. But we gotta come to a point where every knee shall bow and we must surrender. We're gonna come to a point where every knee shall bow. It's just some of us taking a while for our knees to bow. And this is not about Jesus or God. This is about seeing the God within you and recognizing this ain't working. This is the point of repentance. Turn the other way. That's what repentance really is. The stuff ain't been working. You keep going one direction. It ain't working. You keep bumping into things. You keep bumping your head. And so now, please do, Kels. Please do. You know? And so now, you know, you have to repent. Turn the other way. At a certain point, every man has to turn the other way. It's just, don't expect them to turn the other way when you are there. Sometimes they don't do that while you are still in the picture. Sometimes you have to leave the picture, and that's not just about men, for women too. What's my take on midlife crisis? That's exactly what it is. If a man hasn't come to terms with the other side of him, his spiritual side, when he gets to a certain age, you remember Christ started his ministry in his 30s. I think it was 30. At a certain point, your ministry starts. That going to the other side has to start. That's when the story began. First it was Moses. I mean, not Moses, Adam. Adam was the carnal man, the flesh man. But the man must change into the spiritual man, into Jesus. That man must change into Jesus. That man must become the spiritual side, Jesus side. Right? And so and that's just a reflection of us. That's just who we are. You all think that it was about Jesus. It's about you. It's about the man that you with. If the man hasn't turned into the spiritual side at a certain stage in his life, that man will look for his spiritual side in every new car, every sports car, every new clothes, every new shoes, every new woman, every young woman. He will look for that spiritual side because something is missing, because he hasn't transformed into that side yet. And so oftentimes, if you haven't transformed, if a woman don't change over, it's not just men, women too. We call it the midlife crisis, because everything changes now. Everything changes. Your testosterone level change, everything changes. When everything changes, your life feels funny. But when you're trying to keep the same physical life with your testosterone dropping, this dropping, estrogen increasing, body changing, and you're keeping the same life, something is telling you, hey, something is whooping your butt. And so the midlife crisis, you are trying to hold on for life and death, but you can't. You can't. And so now, that's what you call the midlife. You haven't crossed over. You haven't become Jesus yet. You haven't started your ministry. Do you understand when I say the ministry? Does that make sense? I ain't calling the man Jesus, but I'm telling you, Jesus is a level. You all just think that he's a man who had slippers and stuff. But it's a level of man that we all get to. We all get to that point. We all have to get to the point. Until we all get to the point, you won't understand. You're still looking for a man in the clouds. The man is in your heart. Yeah. Right? The man is in your heart. He has to come out. You have to take that journey. Cece, for real. That man is not the man with slippers and with dirty feet. That man is you. That change, that awakening, that man has to be awakened. And so when a man gets to that awakening stage, he doesn't have to keep up with that same lifestyle. He can retire, he can stop, he can do this, he can release, and because it's two different lifestyles. There's a Adam lifestyle and there's a Jesus lifestyle. There's two different experiences. How can you tell when a man, woman is going through the midlife crisis? Chaos. Chaos. Looking for things. Always in drama. Always no accountability. You look, it's not because of him, it's not because of her, it's never them. But there are reasons. The life usually is chaotic. Why does some awaken and some don't? Everybody awakens to different levels. It depends on how far you want to go. Everybody awakens. But awakens to what? Everybody awakens to something. It's just not in the, remember that man on the cross who was that thief? That thief? You remember that thief that was on the cross? That asked Christ to forgive him? He awakened at the last minute. He awakened at his last minute. He realized at his last minute. Listen, people don't awake on your term. People don't become enlightened. People don't change on your term or grow into themselves on your term. It's not about you. It's not about you at all. Person has to get tired for the... Indeed. They have to be tired for themselves. They have to be done. Yeah, man. Hey, Ruby. Good to see you, Ruby. Good to see you. But a man has to become enlightened everybody will become enlightened. Everybody will, yeah. Hey, Young Ting. Young Ting, where you from? But everybody will get it for themselves. It's just some of you waiting for your man or woman to come to a place of, don't wait. Enjoy them while they're there. Enjoy them. Enjoy them while they are in whatever space they're in. Right? Enjoy them for where they're at. You all don't force them to turn. Because some of you are trying to wake them jokers up. You can't wake people up. They're going to just hate you. Even this learning, you got to let people... Yeah. Okay, Guyana, okay. The person has to get tired. Yeah. And so I've learned that the person that you choose to be with, don't get so caught up in that spiritual awakening stuff. I think we are too caught up in that narrative because people just caught up, man. Indeed, chocolate. I think people are just caught up. We grow together. We have to grow in the same. We don't grow the same. I think one of the hardest things for a relationship is to accept each other's growth, to accept each other's journey. Hey, Nisi, how we doing? Happy 26 to you too. In a relationship, one of the most difficult things is to accept each other's growth because you want them to grow in a way that you think they should. They don't want that. That's your business. You grow in that way. You see some potential, you see something, you see somewhere, and you expect them to grow in that level that you assume that they should grow in, and when they don't, you're ready to leave them. That's not how it's supposed to be. The truth is, two people coming together, you're not supposed to come together like that. Togetherness mean, yes. Give me a second. Give me a second. Togetherness really means you are you and I are me. And I should like you, and you should like me. That's where we are. Hold on. Does that make sense? You all want to be one with someone else. You can't even be one with yourself. You can't even be one with yourself. Is that Rasta? Rasta, I ain't see you in forever. Where you go? You change your name to Rasta? What go on? How you doing, Beauty Delicious? How you doing? Yeah, my wife was texting me. Leah! Give me a second. Okay. Leah! Give me a second. My wife texted me. Sorry. Here's the deal. Some of you can't even be one with yourself. You can't be one with yourself to save your life. You're always in trauma. You're always in chaos. You're always fighting, you're always struggling, you're always angry, you're always miserable. But you want to be one with someone else. How? How do you do that? Teach me. Teach me that, dear Lord. Teach me. We gotta be one. How? Be one with yourself. If you become one with yourself, it is so much easier to become one with me. If you become one with yourself, it is so much easier to become one with me. Always good to see you too. Always good to see you too. If you become one with yourself, it is so much easier to become one with me. Because you are grounded. And to be grounded, you don't have to force me to do anything. You don't have to, your ego is relaxed. Your judgment is relaxed. Because you know what makes judgment understand? You know what judgment is, man? Listen, man. One thing about judgment is that I knew what I had to do to get to this place. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you, Wada. I knew what I had to do to get to this place. Thank you so much. Since I know what I had to do, I know how slipping feels. I know how it is. I know the struggle. There's no judgment needed. There's no judgment necessary. Because I'm honest. I know that you're going to struggle. I know you're going to. Say yeah, some things would annoy us. You don't get me wrong. Something would annoy you. Because you're like, damn, you don't see that? But sometimes you got to pull yourself back. You're right. My bad. Patience is real. Patience is real. If you become one with yourself, being one with somebody else is very easy. You don't have to force them to do anything, to be anything. You don't have to force them to change, because the way how you met them, that's why you're with them, because you like them that way. You know, remember when you liked them? That's who you met. Why should they change? That's who you met. Leave them alone. Let them be. And you will see their beauty. You know, you will see somebody's beauty when you let them be. But when somebody gotta act and walk around on eggshells just because in your presence and they're gonna act as you won't like them anymore. You won't like them. You'll like the idea of what they want to be, but you won't like them. They will never be free around you. They can't love you freely because they know that you only love a version of them. That's a lie. So they can't love you freely. A lot of people can't love you freely because you judge them too harshly. They can't love you like how they're supposed to. A lot of folks can't love you properly because you block them. Because you can't let them. Because you want to be loved. You know, we have this thing. I hear people say, teach them how to love you. Leave them alone. Don't teach them shit. Show them how to love themselves. You gotta teach people how to love you. No. First thing first, love is a self thing. Love is a self thing. Love is an internal thing. It's not an external thing. You don't tell people how to love you. You just that some of you are so picky, I need you to love me this way. No, why? If that's the way you love that way. Indeed. If that's the way you love me that way. And as you evolve, as I evolve and you evolve, your love will evolve. But people's love evolves. But oftentimes, man, yeah. Oftentimes, you gotta, I want love. I like gifts, so buy me gifts. But that's not how I show love. So if I buy you a gift without showing the way how I show love, then what does it mean? What does it do? If you love gifts, then you give gifts. The gift, you know, the blessing is in the giving, not the receiving. But some of you change the story. My love language is gifts. Then you give gifts. You see, you speak in your language. If gifts is your language, speak in the language. You give gifts. But don't expect me to love you the way how you love yourself fully, so you'll expect or you'll accept my love how I love you. I'm serious. If you love, I think we are selfish. You want people to love you the way how you want them to love you. How about they love you the way how they know how to love you? And as they evolve, as you evolve, as the marriage evolve, it evolves naturally because the love is real in the beginning. You see, if the love is real in the beginning, they'll do it freely and effortlessly. They won't mind, you know, speaking to you the way how you want to be spoken to. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. Listen, I realize if I have a woman, check this out. If I have a woman, indeed, right? Indeed, Rebel. If I have a woman who, she's Spanish, and she speaks Spanish fluently, and I speak English fluently, right? But let's say I understand Spanish and she understands English. When she speaks Spanish to me, because that comes natural to her, I listen, I understand. Oh yeah, you're right, I get it. If I speak English to her, she understands that's where I'm comfortable at. And especially if she understands it, that I'm talking to her and she knows what I'm saying, she says, oh, okay, I understand. Now I understand this. One day I can say, hey, ¿si habla español? And she'll be like, yeah, that's right, boo. That's right, you care. I get it. Yes, sometimes, yes, I know your love language. So yes, I will try to cater to you, just to make you feel good in some days and to make you feel nice. I get it, of course. But you should know how I speak. You should know when I begin to touch you, that's me saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. Damn it, I'm in love with you right now. I'm giving you love right now. You should understand that. And not just understand. You see, some of you misunderstand my touch. If you know touch is my love language, you're going to misunderstand touch because I'm not giving you gifts. That's where we fall short. That's the problem. If you know my love language is affirmation, number one, I'm going to talk to you in affirmation. Hey, I think, I believe, hey, you are amazing. Hey, I think you can. I'm going to talk to you in that way because that's my language. That's my natural language. And some days, since you know that that's my language, because the things that we do to people is what we want them to do back to us. True or false? Most likely. The things that I do to you or I give to you is the things that I expect back most of the times. Because I understand it, so I do it, and therefore, sometimes you're going to do it. But sometimes you have a partner, man. You have a partner that speaks two different languages from you, a different language from you. Don't give up a good partner because they don't speak your language. Everybody don't speak the same language. Everybody don't talk the same naturally. Everybody wasn't raised the same. Understand the language that they're speaking. Learn to interpret their language. You see, some of you don't want to interpret nothing. You can love someone if they can't love yourself. Now, Ruby, I saw a message today. Someone was asking a question. Can you love others if you don't love yourself? Can you love others if you don't love yourself first? And to be honest, everybody says, no, you can't. But that's not true. You can. You have to, especially if you have kids. Have you ever seen somebody who don't love themselves have kids? Oh, man. Love and protect their kids to the fullest. That's love. But here's the problem. I don't think it's not people don't love themselves. I think people don't know themselves. It's two different things. It's that folks don't know themselves. They haven't gone deep. And so we think that that's not love. People love themselves. They just don't know much about themselves inwardly. And so therefore, the way how they move, the way how they treat themselves is a way how to not know yourself. Because someone said, to know thyself is to love thyself. To know thyself is to love thyself. I think many of us don't know ourselves. Because I hear people say, you can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. Well, you can love the hell out of your kids. When it comes to your kids, you love them because you know your kids. See, you love what you know. You know your kids. You give birth to them. You hear their voice. You see no blemish in them. You see, some of us, we see so much blemish inside of us. And so we find ourselves unworthy of that type of love. Think about it. We see so much blemish, so much past. Hey, what go on, Joey? How we doing, brother? So much past trauma. We see so much hatred because what was given to us. Especially like Miranda said, if everybody show you hatred growing up, if people give you issues and judge you, that's how you're going to see yourself. But just because you see yourself that way doesn't mean that you're going to see your kids that way. It doesn't even mean that you're going to see your partners that way. Because they are fresh. Right? They are fresh. To give to Leah? Oh, yeah. Kiona, thanks. Appreciate it. Right, right, right. Some put the man in their life, or woman in their life, before themselves. That is true. A lot of people do that, especially women. Women put people before themselves all the time. It's something that you always taught. It's something that I think it's something that women was taught to put everything before themselves, and then after when everything leaves, when all the kids leave and their husband leaves, you're completely confused. See our world is by seeing how we make others happy. Facts too. Very, very much true. But can you love somebody without loving yourself? I don't think nobody don't love themselves. I think we don't know ourselves. We love ourselves because we don't try to bring pain to ourselves intentionally. We don't try to, misunderstand ourselves. We try to be nice to it, but sometimes the chaotic life that we have and that we live, that's all we can do. But I don't think people are not loving themselves intentionally. I think they just don't know themselves. Seriously. Because I have to think, I'm like, but people love them kids. You can't tell somebody that they don't love their kids because because we don't see love in themselves because we don't see it. Lack of knowledge, indeed. Don't truly know ourselves and can't love what we don't know. A lot of people don't know. You know, you know what you just said? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's lack of self-awareness. I think it's when I became more self-aware is when I experienced love within myself. When I became self-aware. Actually, when I became self-aware, I began to forgive myself for the crap that I have done to people. Right? I began to I began to forgive myself. I'm like, what the hell? What am I keeping? When I became self-aware, I see what anger does to me. I see what, judging people did to me. Yeah. When I became self-aware, I saw, when I hold on to resentment, my kneecap hurts. My body is in pain. My body becomes sore and stiff. I begin to see those things. Y'all don't see them things? In one of your videos, you said a man takes it slow. Hold on, let me change my battery because it's about to die. Hold on, I'm about to die. Actually, I'm supposed to go to the gym, Kicking your own ass. Show that. Yeah. When I became self-aware, I understood that me looking at you and me just wanting to sleep with you, what does it do for me? Right? I became more self-aware. And as I became more self-aware, I stopped doing certain things because it wasn't helping. It wasn't doing me any good, doing me any justice. It wasn't helping me. And so I began to remove things from my life. When I began to remove things from my life, I became less angry. And when love happens better when there is a place where anger don't stay or stick around. Indeed, Crone, when anger is not there and resentment, love can show itself because love don't, one thing I realized, love, it's not about we don't love ourselves. Love don't go anywhere. Love stays right there. Indeed, indeed, love. Love is always there. It's just covered up. I don't want nothing. Give me a second. I'm good. I'm telling you, it's not that we don't love ourselves and we don't love. It's just we are distracted by the other things. Resentment distracts you from love. Anger, hatred, bitterness, judgment, it distracts you from the love that's there. And so it's not that we don't love ourselves, it's just we are distracted from ourselves. We are distracted from the love. But then we get a child. God said, I'm going to give you a power to give you a baby. And you bring a child into this world to remind you that you have love inside of you still. Hey, it's still there. It's crazy how somebody will come along sometimes or something will come along in our life. What is a pet? Have you ever had a pet that you just love? Have you ever had a child that you just love? Like every time you see them, every time you hear their voice, something in life will always remind you of what's still there. Sometimes that man or woman that comes into your life, it reminds you that you're still stupid. Love someone you don't stop. Facts. I'm so tired of men. I had a guy ask me to come to his house to watch a movie with 15 minutes of meeting. I just blocked him. Why are you tired of men though? Where you meeting these men at? Stop going to those places. It's not tired of men. Where you keep meeting these men? Where are you meeting them at? It's not men. You all can't experience something and just take the whole gender and say, hey, it's men. You all can't. That's like me experiencing a couple women and I say, oh, a woman. You can't do that. That's ridiculous. The internet, you can't do that. You can't, listen, you can't use a man or a woman, maybe two or three, and just men, women. I think that's why people are getting bitter, Yeah, everybody's not the same. How can you not be sad if your mom doesn't show love or affection? She's more gift giving. Everybody didn't grow up showing affection. To be honest, let me tell you. So someone said, how can you not be sad if your mom doesn't show love or affection? She is more of gift giving. Let me explain to you something. Right? Keisha, right? My wife is not an affectionate woman. She's not affectionate at all. And at first, I didn't understand it because I thought woman was supposed to be affectionate because I thought I knew woman. And the woman that I knew before was affectionate. So when I met my wife, I was like, you're not affectionate? That's weird. You're not a woman. In my mind. But I realized, no, she's a perfectly fine woman. That's just how she shows. That's just how she is. There's nothing broken, nothing wrong. But she shows it. It's up to you to learn. Again, you have to learn to interpret love. If you speak love, seriously, if you speak love, interpret it. If you speak in love, learn to interpret love because people will show you love in different ways. You can't expect people to show you in the way. Seriously. Well, thank you, Jerry. You can't expect people to show you love in the way that you want to show it. That's not how it works. This is how you want to find somebody in your life. Stop assuming people come to you the way how you think they should come to you. Stop assuming people are going to be and be complete the way how you think that they're going to be complete. People show love and show up in different ways. Is you have to learn to interpret people's love. If you can't interpret their love, you're going to lose good people. Sometimes they weren't shown the love that you were looking. Indeed, facts, Joy. Sometimes people didn't grow up getting hugs and kisses from their mothers, from their fathers, and they used to it and they grew up that way. But the way how they were shown, like if that person is giving you gift and all them stuff, that's their love language. That's how she knows. You gotta leave people to themselves. And hey, that's how you are. That's how you are. If you can do this, you can love people and be peaceful so easily. You see, the reason why we are not peaceful in relationship is because you are not controlling them the way how they're not. You are trying to control them and it's not working. And so many of us in relationship, we come in this relationship, and when somebody is not tweaking the way how you want them to be tweaked, in the way how you think that they should be, in the way how you think that they should have been, you suffer. Why suffer like that? That's too much suffering. Let people be weird. Let people show up how they show up. Commitment has changed. Like there are more opportunities for people to be casual. Do you think that commitment has changed? Yes, I think there are more opportunity for people to be casual. I believe that because it's given easily. It's given easily. Do your wife greet you with kisses? No. She doesn't greet me with kisses. That's not who she is. That's perfectly fine. My wife is not an affectionate woman. I don't mind it neither. It's perfectly fine. And I'm not just saying it because it's my wife, because I ain't gonna tell you. But again, when you accept somebody fully, because there's ways how she show me how my wife shows me her love. There's ways. There's ways that I'm like, damn. Right? And so she's not affectionate because she didn't grow up that way. And so I had to understand and learn that. I had to get it. I had to see her. When I understood it, I seen the other ways how she shows me. But I had to see that. I had to understand that first. But the ways how she shows me it makes up for it. It's immaculate. Acceptance is a big part of relationships. Everybody don't give love the same, don't show love the same. But to be honest, I'm the affectionate person. I'm very affectionate. And let me tell you this right here. Can I say this real quick? Let me explain this to you. Let me make sure I say this. I had to realize this. My wife is not affectionate, but I'm affectionate. If I don't show my wife affection, she questions me. You okay? What's wrong? And she look at me funny. Because you know why? Because she knows I do it. She knows that's how I show. And it's not because she doesn't want to be shown affection. She just don't, she just don't initiate it like that. Do you understand me? And so when I don't show it, she's like, what's wrong with you? In a bad mood? What's wrong? What's wrong? And she would look at me, and sometimes in the gym, when I don't show affection in the gym, hey, Erica, hi, Erica. Like when I don't show affection in the gym, she stares at me. And she would stare at me, and she would come and kiss me on my cheeks, and she will, because why? She knows, she understands that's my language. Does that make sense? So just because somebody don't like showing affection, or is not used to showing affection, right? It doesn't mean that they don't want it. It means sometimes that they didn't have it, they lacked it. It means that sometimes many of them was lacking it growing up, and so they feel awkward when they initiate it. They feel awkward. It's not real. It feels very strange to people. But when you hug them and kiss them, that's what they always wanted, and they feel soft. They feel at home. That's what I have learned in this. So this is what I have learned. So if you have a spouse or a partner that doesn't like, this is what I realize. One thing that I always say right here. One thing that I always say is you show up who you are. You gotta show up who you are. You gotta completely show up who you are. And just because a person is not, and somebody is, you still show up who you are. If you show up, if I'm affectionate, I'm showing up affectionate. If I'm affectionate, I'm showing up fully because that person loves it. No, I'm not in Kenya. Why would you assume I'm in Kenya? Yeah. So it's just something that you have to understand. When you decide to love someone, you love everything about them. Yeah, you have to accept them. Miranda asks, how does she show me love? My wife is very thoughtful. My wife likes quality time. She just like laying next to me. Oh, just, can we go out? Or can we sit? Can you sit with me? She like that quality time. Her thing is quality time. Just to be next to me. Even when she's sleepy, she just want to sleep next to me. She's so junior. You know what I mean? Like, she just likes time. Her thing is time. Time is her thing. And so when I understand that she want to spend time, I know her language. So let me sit next to her. Just, won't you go up to bed? Nope, never mind. Stay right here. When I'm ready to go up to bed, I'll wake you up. Okay, right? So those things, we learn, I learned how to interpret her stuff. Right? And she's a very thoughtful person. So, whatever she's doing or wherever, she's always texting me, you hungry? You want something? And talk to, speaking of the devil, hold on. That's why it's important to acknowledge people have different love languages. People will when people show you their love language, don't force them to change it. Accept it. Learn to speak their love language. Learn to interpret their language. You have to learn to interpret people's language. That's how you learn somebody. You interpret. Don't change it. Don't fight them. You should love me like this. Love you like what? Love you like what? Why should I love you that way? If I love you that way, it's not authentic. It's not real. If you force me to love you like this, it's not real. It's just actions. But the way how I love you, let me love you like that. You should love you. Let me be the one to give you all the things you want and need. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? But yeah, but that's something I had to learn. It took me a while to learn that. You know what I mean? It took me a long time. Hey, Nina. It took me a long time because relationships are weird. It's not hard. It's just, if you understand, I'm not with you to change you. I'm not with you to change you. Good evening, Tamara. I didn't marry you to change me. Oh, I didn't marry you to change you. I married you because I liked you. I actually like you. You married me because you like me. Why are you so angry with me? Did you really like me? Or did you expect me to change? Yeah, right? Like, what did you marry? What did you assume that I was going to become? This is why you have to marry the person. You can't marry the potential. You can't marry potential. You can't be with potential. You have to be with the person. Yeah, you gotta choose. When you choose a person to be with, look at them. Because sometimes that person will never change. You all know what I'm talking about. That person ain't they ain't being tweaked. They ain't tweaking like how you think. You can't love them into submission. You can't love them into changing. You can't love them into doing anything, becoming anything. You just have to love them before you expect anything else out of them. Love them that way. You'll see. You know, there's something that I told one of the young men I coached the other day, and I said, you need to write this down. I was coaching this young man. I said, write this quote down. One of my favorite quotes. Remember, if you look at yourself for what you are, you become worse. If you look at yourself for what you could be. You know how there's a secret in having your spouse becoming their best versions. You want another secret? I'm about to drop some gems. If you want to screen record me right now. But I'm about to drop some gems. But if you do this, it's not going to show instantly. It takes some time. You want to hold on to your spouse? You want to hold on to your marriage? You want to hold on to your relationship? There's a way how to bring out the best out of the person that you're with. The connection that we have, the spiritual connection, the spirit, the godly connection within us has a very strong influence over the other person. And I hope you understand this. There's a power that we have. It's called a connection. That whatever I put in my body can influence you. Whatever I put in my mind can influence you. That's what's called a connection. There's a secret to get people to grow to their full potential. You are ready for the secret? You are quiet. You are ready for the secret? Something that you heard me say before. Here's the secret, if you don't know. If you didn't know by now. Hey, Tim. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Pastors need to mention that in the premarital trial, when the people are just boyfriend. It facts. You ain't lying. It helps to imagine if they get a little worse. Why still? Yeah, indeed. Said good man. I'm good too, man. I'm great. I'm great. Okay, so you are ready, right? I told a young man, I said, listen, if you look at yourself for where you are at, you will become worse than you are right now. But if you look at yourself for where you could be, you become that man that you should be. In a relationship, when you have a partner, when you look at that man or that woman as she or he is, they remain the same. And the reason why is this. The reason is this right here. When you look at them for where they are, the way you speak to them is based on where they are. The way you think about them is based on where they are. The way you see them. Your tonality to them based on where they are. The way that you behave with them is based on where they are. Does that make sense so far? If you treat that man, if you see that man or the woman of where they could be, then they become that man or that woman that they should be. Why? The way you speak to them is on that level. Come on now, I want you to get this right here. The way you treat them is on that level. The things that you say to them is on that level. How you behave with them, how you speak to them, how you treat them, how you acknowledge them, how you show them is based on that level. And when you show that man or that woman based on that level, they begin to recognize who they are. They begin to, damn, she, they're really, god damn, this is what you see when you look at me? You see this? They grow into it. It's not about being, listen, this is not going to a potential that you want them. That's not your potential, it's their potential. To grow into their potential that they want to be, that they need to be. Not about where you want them to be or where you need to be. This is not about that. Learn the difference. This is not how to take a man or a woman from a place and put them in a place where you want them to be. I'm talking about to put them in a place where they want to be, the highest version of them. Does that make a difference? I mean, does it make sense? So that, hey, can you bring me one too, please, Papa?
There's only one flavor, I think.
It's fine. Keisha, are you asking me what, like an example as what I'm saying right now? Is that what you're asking me? Hey, that's for water, you know.
What you say?
I think that's just for water.
I've done this before. And I just
Okay.
I wash it out before I put water.
Okay, do you? Give me 1 second. Let me, give me 1 second. This is good.
This is the type we like. That's the type we get sometimes.
I know. Do men kiss their sons? You know, I kiss my son on his face all the time. At first he didn't like it, but now he likes it. Huh? You like when I kiss you?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You like when I kiss you?
No.
I kiss you all the time.
No.
Come here. Come here, a kiss.
No.
Yet you smiling. You want to play. See? You think you're slick. So listen. So let me give you an example. I didn't want to give an example while this little boy was here.
Bye bye.
Don't spill that,
I'm not.
because you're not supposed to have drinks in your room.
It has the cap on it.
I don't care. What are you hiding it? Leave it down here. What your mom tell you?
Nope. Now it's drink up.
Then there you go. That's what she said. So make sure don't take it upstairs, because if you find it upstairs, she can whoop you. So take a big sip and come back downstairs later on. You know, something that you have to do when you have kids is you gotta be on the same team, man. Like you can't, however you feel about certain things about you guys gotta be on the same team, because them kids will gang up on you quick. Same team. What your mom said, that's what we're sticking with. That's it. You can't listen. You can't play that. Hey, I'm your daddy. Nope. Your mom said it. She said it first before I said it. So therefore, hey, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. But dad, bro, do it. I ain't got nothing. I can't help you. I ain't nothing I can do for you. Because your mom and me ain't gonna fight. Because, you know, you realize somebody, you have to be like, somebody said, you're supposed to love your kids more. You crazy? And it's not even more. I don't love my kids more than my spouse. It's because of my spouse, my kids are here. Shoot, the team is not me and my kids. The team is me and the team gotta be you and your partner, not you and your kids. Them kids ain't part of the team. Your spouse is part of the team. Them little ungrateful little people, they're gonna leave soon. They don't even like you. You know what I mean? Here is what the thing I'm talking about. So this is the example. So you look at a man for what he is, he stays the same. You look at a man for what he could be, he becomes that man that he should be. Now, when I met my wife, she was timid and she was shy and she was, she was certain things, and her career wasn't doing too good and she wasn't really the best in her career, and okay. And so instead of me looking at her for where she was, I looked at her for what she want to see in herself. The way I spoke to her was like she already, she's already, she's already promoted. Even now, for her next promotion, hey, you're already there. Hey, Sergeant Major, how you doing? Hey, girl, you gonna be you bad, right? And so you begin to look at them for not where they are, because she's not there yet. Spiritually, it's already there, but physically, it still has to travel. Right? So it's not. So listen, I was not looking at her as a person that's going to be promoted and being in the army. I didn't even know how far she was going to get, but she wanted to. What's your goals? What do you want? She told me what she wanted, because we speak. Hey, what do you want? That's not why I be with her. What do you want? If this is what you want, let me look at you as it. Because right now, I don't think you are. She wasn't confident enough within herself to think. Because every time, you think I could be? You think I could be? You think I could be? One day she asked me, you think I could be a drill sergeant? Girl, I already seen you doing it. You bad. I said, you be I told her, I said, listen, you will be the best drill sergeant. Listen, when I tell you, I said, you will be the best drill sergeant that's in that whole company. She's like, but why? I said, because number one, it brings you out of your shell. Number two, when you begin to speak, you ain't got to raise your voice and be loud. Then people will look at you and look at you, and when they hear you speak, they will do exactly what they need to do at the same time. You ain't got to be loud and big and boisterous and all this masculine energy. I said, you fit the perfect. Now, did I know that? No, I had no idea. But I wanted her to see it because she wanted it. And then she asked me, you think I would make a good first sergeant? Girl, what? Man, when you be, listen, I said, you already won right now. On a smaller scale. All you have to do is keep doing this right here and so when she tapped into her first on role, it was natural because she already seen it. She already did it. And so you look at her for what she could be. It's not what you think she could be, it's what she wants to be. Remember, hey Hermione, remember, when it comes to relationship, you have to have conversations. What do you see yourself doing? Where do you want to be? Y'all don't have those conversations? You all don't help each other, encourage, you all don't tell each other where you want to be and they can assist you in reaching your goals? Those things don't happen? Because if not, what's the point? My point is, I ask you where you want to be because I don't want you to be anywhere that you don't want to be. And so whatever you want to do, that's what you should do. It's not about me trying to convince you, you probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't. You probably should. No, because it's your life. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to close your eyes. And before you close your eyes, you're going to have regrets. You're going to be angry. You're going to be miserable. I don't want that for you. What do you want? Yeah, what do you want? And so when you tell me what you want, let me speak to you. Let me treat you like that right now. She used to as a script to keep from getting hilarious. But seriously. And so when it comes to my spouse, my kids, listen, I do to my kids. It's a natural thing that I do. It's a natural thing because I understand if you look at a man for where he is, he remains there. And so when it comes to my family, when it comes to my kids, my girls, my son, when it comes to myself, I don't see myself where I'm at. And so I treat my spouse that way. Yeah, you can have whatever you like. And so that's the example. Hey, what's your goals? What's your plans? All right. If you tell me you want to compete again, right? And be a bodybuilder and in the next couple months, or next year, or next 2 years, I'm already talking to you like that. Because I want to see you that way. When I see you that way, the way how I treat you, how I speak to you, speak about you, how I show you, how I react to you, is in that way. So therefore, to go in that way, it's already there. It's natural. It's already set. Does that make sense? You can see it too because you're already being treated like you're a champion. You're already being treated like you're at that rank. You're already being spoken to like you're at that rank. And so that's what we do. You ask when you have somebody, when you meet with somebody, you ask, what do you want to be? I don't want you to be anything. What do you want? That question, but the only problem is we want people to be what we think they should be. Relationship sucks in that way. Nobody stays with you in that way. That's control. I didn't be with you for you to be like me or for you to be what I want. That's not fun. You didn't get married to them so that you can be what I want. How you catch them is how you lose them. But yeah, look at a man for what he is, he remains that way. He gets worse. You look at a man for what he could be, then he steps in the role. Have you ever had somebody, a teacher, somebody in your life, when you wasn't shit, they encouraged you, the way they spoke to you, the way they treated you, they showed up for you, and they made you do better? Have you ever had that before in your life? Have you ever had that person? I'm sure some of you have. Some of you had that person. That one teacher, that one person who saw a lot in you. Have you seen that before? You're not getting me today. You're not feeling me today. How you doing, Amara? How you doing? You had that before that? Hey, Onika, how you doing? Happy New Year to you too. Corona, I got one yes. You all never had those people in your lives? Lord, have mercy. Only one person had that? Raj B, Happy New Year to you too. Okay, from the Bahamas. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. When you break it down like that, it's the same thing. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you so much. It's the same thing. Just needed that extra encouragement and more. Yeah. When somebody see it for you first, sometimes they see your potential. Now, that's not what you are. You are with the person, character, not their potential. Like your favorite teacher. Yeah. Glamour, how are you doing, Glamour Queen? And so when you have a partner, it's the same thing. But I think these days when you have a partner, all you do is complain and fuss and get jealous and you're so distracted and you want to control them and you want to force them to do this and force it. It's not. As soon as you enter the relationship, it becomes dull. Dating, you get to know somebody and you hanging out and it's fun. But then when you make it into the deal, it becomes weird because control becomes a thing. Don't talk to nobody. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to her. Don't go out. Don't do this. That's when it changes. That's when it changes. That's when relationship sucks. Because you get from having fun now to control. And why is the control there? But the potential can't be who you want to be with. Indeed.
Is mom bringing home something?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I grew up in St. Croix, but I'm from St. Vincent. I was born in St. Vincent. Fake likes fake. Oftentimes. But anyways, people, let me get off of here. I didn't want to talk too long. My point in this video, their own insecurities. My point in this video is that opposites attract. Opposites attract, and opposites will be the end of your relationship. Except if you just accept them for their differences. When you meet somebody who is beautiful on the inside, let them stay beautiful on the inside. Okay, young thing, thank you. I appreciate that. When you meet somebody who's beautiful on the inside, don't change it. When you meet somebody who's kind, don't change it. Let them be kind to people. Let them be kind to strangers. What the strangers think, I have this friend, man. I know this guy. He hates his woman being kind. I'm like, bro, but you can't hate your woman being kind. Yeah, man. She's just always kind. You can't hate your woman being kind. That's who she is. Leave her alone. Anybody want to be grouchy and grumpy? If I have a woman who don't want me to smile, if my wife didn't want me to smile and be who I am, I couldn't. I feel just trapped. Let that woman be kind and peace. It's how you met her. That's how you married her. That's what you wanted because she was kind. I love you too, Miranda. Okay, I will. He want her to be mean. Hey, Karen, he want her to be mean. He want her not to talk to nobody. I'm like, you can't do that, man. Like, you can't do that. Because you're gonna change her into a better version of her. And after you leave, because you're gonna leave anyways. Hey, Queen. After you leave her anyways, she's gonna still, and then it's not gonna work for her. Leave people how you meet them. Or better. Like, seriously, like you have to leave people better than how you met them. Better but you don't. When you mess with somebody and now when you leave, they're all miserable and pissed off and broken. You did some shit. Like, you did some stuff. Like, you were evil. Like, when you mess with somebody afterwards and after you left them all this, something is off. Like, they didn't get better. Like, come on now. That's just too much. You say you change? You hell regret that shit. Men think when you're kind is an attraction. Yeah, men think if you're kind to other people, men will see something. But sometimes what a man sees, what he sees, he's gonna see it anyways. Whether you dressed or naked, he's gonna see what he wanna see. You could wear. Listen, I remember, man. You could wear a full full big old dress and cover your face and only show your eyes, and men will still see something in that. And do I know that? Yes, because I was stationed all overseas in Kuwait and in in Qatar and in Iraq and all them places. I've been all them places. And I remember one time, man, I was at the airport in Kuwait, and these women were just dressed in that long dress, and you can't look at them, because if you look at them, it's problems, right? Because if you look at those women, it's problems. You can't look at those women in those countries. You just can't. And American soldiers, I don't know, Americans, boy, we ain't got no respect for people's culture, right? And so we in the airport, and these women, because what they do, everything is covered except their eyes, but some of them be decorating their eyes, man, and you're like, damn, she fine, but you have no you have no idea how fine she is, and you're looking and you're like, damn, because a man is gonna see what he want to see regardless, man. Yeah, for real, like, they're gonna see what they want to see regardless. And so, shoot, it is what it is. You gotta let people be, man. Don't let people be angry and bitter and frustrated because you're ego and you're insecure. You know, don't let your man stop being kind because you're jealous big-head ass, wanna control what he does. Like, you can't do that. Just because you see your little flaws, you think he looking at her because she look better. Man, listen, she has flaws too. It ain't that serious. And sometimes nobody even see your flaws. You just keep pointing out, I have a flaw right there. Nobody care about your flaws. I don't even, you think when you take your clothes off, I see anything that I don't want to see? Shoot, my eyes are in the right places. My eyes are in a couple places. My eyes are in your thighs, in your buttocks. My eyes are on your chest. My eyes are on your nips. My eyes is on any stretch marks. You got stretch marks? Really? You didn't see them? No, I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention at all. I don't. You think I came this far to look at your stretch marks? You think I'm in the bedroom laying down with you to look at stretch marks? You think my mind is there? Try the next sweater dress, and my man said it was Tuesday. See, I'm telling you. I'm like, for real. We don't care about it. You think, see, and the women, you are being insecure because you think men looking at me. Nobody looking at you. Irrelevant. I don't care. I remember one day, man, I met this girl, man, and about a man. If a man points out when a man begin to point out what do you call it? What do you call it again? Insecurities and your flaws. He weird. That's a man who wants you to feel a certain way. That's a man who wants you to feel a certain way. If a man pointing out your stuff, that man want you to feel a certain way about yourself. You can't do that. Because when you start doing that, that man becomes irrelevant. Control begins. See, I'm even with you, even though you have flaws. I'm even with you with them big ass stretch marks. I'm even still with you because, anyways, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. You all have a blessed night and be good. And it's good talking to you guys. And bye-bye. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace, blessings, and love to you guys.